Stroud. And the Niners get there and bring him down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, Purdy. He'll find Harry on the right side. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. McCaffrey running up the middle. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
This is McCaffrey on the give. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Moody good with the extra point. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
49ers, 21.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. An option handoff here to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Dell. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at their 48-yard line.
And Stroud now to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mixing up the middle. They'll get this down to the 48. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Stroud. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now Stroud. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
His pass caught at the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our... Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These 2 defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
You got the lead here in the 2nd half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And able to work his way down to the 16. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Shifts by him. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Purdy. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Now Moody for the PAT. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is... to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 38 now. Here's second down at 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 18 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, 18.
Stroud sets up the play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second down at the 49ers' 20-yard line.
Play action. Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take down his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have retaken a third-quarter lead. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they go to the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now Purdy. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Here comes third down at 7.
And it's third down.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jennings. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Purdy on 4th down. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To Mixon on the check down. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
When you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. And throwing here, Purdy.
They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Purdy
completes it to Jennings. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Here's James, and he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
out of the gun, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Back now in Houston. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
Now a run with McCaffrey.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Purdy.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
1st down, San Francisco.
On the ground, it's James. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And a 49er first down.